What are my thoughts on Black Panther? So Black Panther is the 18th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and stars Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther and is directed by Ryan Coogler. And if you don't know who Ryan Coogler is, he has only directed 2 feature films before this. 2. Nothing else before that. Oh, and they're Fruitvale Station and Creed, which coincidentally has Michael B. Jordan in them. So, you know, makes sense that Michael B. Jordan is in this movie as well. But, again, it amazes me that that's all the man has behind him. And now his 3rd feature is an MCU film. And more than likely is going to be the biggest MCU film to date. I really do believe this could do better than the previous Avengers films. Stretch it a little bit for the first one, because the first one I believe is like the 5th highest grossing film of all time. Or, yeah, I think it's... or the 4th, one of those 2, but Black Panther does have a chance to surpass that movie just because of the buzz it's getting. There's actually charities behind this movie just so people can go and see it. Look, there's charities to get kids in Harlem to go watch the movie, and that's it. But it's just, again, it's mind-boggling of how crazy this movie is just floating around the world. Well, maybe not that crazy, because we know why it's floating around the world. It's the first black superhero film. And you can argue Blade was the first one, you know, because of Wesley Snipes, but this is the first positive, you know, light energy of a black superhero film. But getting into my thoughts on the movie, I enjoyed it. I enjoy every Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, no matter what. Even if it had some flaws. And I will admit, Black Panther to me has some flaws. Again, this is spoiler free, so I'm not going to say a word of what, you know, detail is in the film. But watching it overall, I did enjoy the stunts, the action, the cinematography, you know, the performances of everybody. Everybody brought their A game, especially Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger. I love the guy as the villain of this movie. I really loved what he brought to the table. I thought he had so many different angles from where he was coming from. However, I also had issues with his character because the motivation behind this character, I'll put it down like this, guys. I asked at least 3 different people who also saw this movie at a screening, and I asked them each, what did Killmonger want at the end of this movie? And all 3 of them gave me a different answer. That was my point of showing how his character to me had some flaws as to where you don't necessarily understand what this character wants. He says he wants one thing at first, but then he jumps around a couple of times. Or at least like, I want this, then he gets there. Now I want that, now he gets there. Now I want this, and he gets there. And it's just like, I get why you want the things, but as an antagonist or even a protagonist, you want only one goal in a film. Alright? It may take many things to get to that one goal, but we essentially get what you want. In this one, I felt like he wanted different things. And it may have even been the order of the way he wanted it. Maybe if it was vice versa. To me, it's kind of like The Lion King. You know, in The Lion King, Scar wanted to be king of Pride Rock. Right? But in order to do that, he had to take care of Mufasa and Simba. And you already know he already had a hatred for them. But if there was another way he could be king, he might have chosen it. But it was like, well, I really just got to get rid of them in order to become king. It wasn't like, at first, he hated Mufasa, so he has to kill them. Next, you know what, I hate Simba, now I have to kill him. You know what, now those 2 are out the picture. Now I want to be king of Pride Rock. Now that I'm king of Pride Rock, I want to do this, I want to do that. No, not at all. It was just one thing, and you had to do those certain things to get there. And I feel like that's what Killmonger was about. Maybe you'll see it more when you watch the movie, or maybe you'll just be flat out, you know, appalled because Michael B. Jordan did really bring his A game as Killmonger. So, if I had to give this movie one more issue of mine, it would have to be the character M'Baku. I know M'Baku from the comics and the animated shows. So, the way he was portrayed live action, I wasn't feeling it so much. It's kind of like Tony Ravioli. I know that's not his last name, but the guy that played Flash Thompson in Spider-Man Homecoming, you guys know from Spider-Man, that's not really Flash. It's, no. So, the way M'Baku, don't get me wrong, M'Baku was a better portrayal than the one of Flash Thompson in Spider-Man Homecoming, but I make those comparisons because if you truly know the character and then you watch it on the big screen, it's like, eh. And a part of me also wants to blame the actor of some sort, because I don't even think that was, in my opinion, the right choice for the actor. Because physically, he did not have, you know, the strength. Because he's really man-ape in the comics. Man-ape. He killed T'Challa's father in the comics. That's not how it goes down in the movie, but again, it's just that whole character arc about him. I just was like, yeah. I love the fact that this was filmed in Georgia. Bring all the Marvel films here. I can't wait to see how they did Infinity War here, but when I saw Black Panther, I was like, I can already tell those locations. You were there in Atlanta. I know. Oh, you think that's South Korea? Nope, that's definitely Atlanta. Don't get me wrong. There are some locations they actually did film in South Korea, but you could tell some locations, like, that is downtown, guys. That is downtown. Overall, guys, you will enjoy this film. And on top of that, you don't have to see any MCU film to enjoy Black Panther. And I think Ryan Coogler was onto that. You didn't even have to see Civil War in order to see this movie. They really give you the synopsis of what you need to know that happened in Civil War in order to understand what happens here in the movie Black Panther. Not going to tell you what happens in Civil War, because if you haven't, no spoilers there either. But again, you just don't have to see any of them in order to enjoy this. And I give, you know, Ryan Director the props for that. I give him props for everything in this movie. He really did bring Wakanda to real life. Overall, though, guys, this is a very entertaining black superhero comic book film. You will enjoy it. Your family will enjoy it. Again, the beauty is you don't have to see any of the other movies, so everybody can go into it with a clear mind and just have a great time with it. And the more you watch it, the more you're going to get even more pumped for Infinity War. Or at least that's what you'll think towards the end of it. So guys, those are my thoughts on Black Panther. I want to know what you guys think, or at least what are you expecting from Black Panther? Are there any Easter eggs that you saw in other YouTube videos that you think are going to be in the movie? You know, do you think, well, you guys see the movie first, so I'm not even going to ask that. So what are you expecting from Black Panther? Whatever it is, let me know in the comment section below. And guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you want, you can click right here to see more of my thoughts on the matter.